This is a wrap video about the equilibrium of aggregate supply and aggregate demand. Let's look back. We have the aggregate demand curve, which curves down. It shows the amount of a nation's real GDP that buyers desire to purchase at each price level. Now let's look at the short-run aggregate supply curve. The short-run aggregate supply curve is up and shows the relationship between a nation's price level and the amount of GDP that the firms in the economy produce. Now the equilibrium occurs at the price level that equals the amount of real output demanded and supplied. The intersection establishes the economy's equilibrium price level and equilibrium real output. The long-run aggregate supply is when both input and output prices vary. If the long-run aggregate supply is too far to the right of the equilibrium, it's a recession. When too far to the left, it creates inflation. Therefore, it must be in the center to balance the equilibrium. Changes in the equilibrium can occur as a result of increases and decreases in aggregate supply and aggregate demand. For example, aggregate demand can increase because of demand pull inflation, thus shifting the curve to the right and shifting the equilibrium point. Aggregate demand can also decrease the shift in the equilibrium the other way. Increases and decreases in aggregate supply can also shift the equilibrium. For example, if aggregate supply increases because of full employment with price level stability, it will shift the equilibrium points, thus shifting the total equilibrium.